You listening to rockslamradio.com. From all studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a groupie, throw some horns, and settle in for another fine show from rockslamradio.com. Ah.
It's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me around against the fine. I'm not the man they think I am at all. No, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning up the
Good evening, Tampa Bay! And all the 55 countries listen to my communique. This is the Rockit Man Show, and we're ready to rock on with some information about today's events. Who's new, and the movers and shakers of rock and roll, as well as some rants that I'll have going on today. Well, I still have my co-host here, David J.
All right, David J. It's good to be here on. We're probably part of Talkwad Network here. Check out the other shows on the network by going to www.talkwad.com. Back to Rockit Man.
All right, we're on Talkwad Radio. Don't forget that one. I sometimes have a little trouble getting with some people have actually expressed trouble on trying to get to this program, but we're hoping that there'll be enough out there to talk with us about what today's program and today's issues. One of the that I'm going to be ranting about later on is the microchip that they're having you volunteer to put in your hand just so you can get medical care. I have a friend that was denied medical care because she did not have a chip in her hand. Now, what the heck is all of that about? If you're going to be denied because you have an electronic chip in your hand, that don't sit right with me. But you know that this chip also causes cancer. So that's besides them being against basic human rights to be all natural. This is not a good thing to do. I'm a little wound up about this, but I'm not going to go into too much into it, and but until later on in the show. I just wanted to let you know one of the things that I'm going to be going over anyway. David J., do you have anything to say?
Yeah, man, like selection process, man. Put that chip in your baby and you're ready to go. Shuffling off this mortar core, as Shakespeare would say. But by the same time, let's get on to the voting scene here at Rolling Stone magazine. The last day to vote for the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, December 3rd. Remember, this is the first year that all the fans out there, and just go to Rolling Stone magazine, click on the link there, you go right to the ballot. There'll be 600 ballots, okay? This year, of course, the fans are going to make the final decision on the top 5 with the most votes in that. The fans will be the ones, even though they'll be voting alongside artists, historians, and music industry insiders. Each one of those will have a say in their own ballot. But when it comes to the overall count, it will be with the last final ballot for the fans to vote. The results of the vote for the inductees of the class of 2013, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, will be announced in mid-December. So it's coming up. And remember, today is the last day to vote. Get on there, Rolling Stone magazine. Yeah.
All right, Rolling Stone magazine. Yeah, Talkwad Radio and everybody that is associated with us will be having a Christmas party at a place called The Zone in Tarpon Springs on the 15th at 7 p.m. So there is also a costume contest for the best Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and Elf. So I've been told that I should probably come up as Santa Claus. I don't know. What do you think, David?
You know what? I was at a little activity yesterday. I know it's a lot of young kids there, you know, and I tell you, when Mr. And Mrs. Santa Claus came into the room, it was just like electric. It's a very pleasing and a great activity. It feels good in there. No matter what else is going on, when the Santa Claus are dressed up in a full Santa outfit, it is amazing. I think you do very well with that, Rockit Man. You should do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, first I got to find the costume for it.
Well, they're out there, baby. Yeah. Oh. And then put a couple pillows in there, man, because they want to be real. And then the white beard and all. I'll tell you what, there's a few of them that look that way. You know, it's kind of like the Elvis look like. You got the Santa look like, and they groom themselves all year long for like this type of season, so they can really, you know, it makes their year, you know, to do the Santa activity and have all the kids sit on their neck. What's your wish for this year? You know, and I actually got them going. I was like kind of like a little host there, you know, kind of get the people thinking about what's going on. I didn't tell them what, you know, Santa was coming and all. I want to be surprised, but I was saying, what do you want for Christmas? If you sat on Santa's lap, you know, think about it for a while. And these were like 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. So I was talking to some young kids and that. I didn't want to talk too much, so I want to get them on task. You know what I mean? And you do really well with that, you know, at the suit and all.
Well, I think everybody would have a great time at this Christmas party. It's free admission. And it's also potluck, so anybody can should bring your own dishes and stuff. It's being sponsored also by a band called Floyd's Livy. How do you pronounce that? Mama Tada Guru.
Yeah, Mama Ta Mugu.
Mugu.
Sounds Hawaiian or something,
Simply
man.
Abigail. Hey.
Wow, yeah.
This is going to be at the Zone Lounge on Tarpon Avenue in Tarpon Springs. So come on, come all. Now, if we have any questions or comments about this show or the content or whatever, just give us a call, 727-597-4022. We look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, I hear at the Zone, Deanna Dunbar's putting herself up for sale, some kind of auction going on for her and one of her friends up there. So, again, if you get a chance to get up there, be sure to put in that money, man.
An auction?
Yeah, a couple nights. Yeah. It's
An auction for what?
That's a good point. You know, I was trying to decide. I mean, maybe a date or something with them. I don't know what it is in that. You know, you'd have to ask her about that, you know.
I myself will be going to an auction this Saturday. It's the Tampa Machinery Auction. And I'm going to be looking for another car, right? Right now, I'm driving a 2012 Altima, so I'm enjoying that right now.
Yeah, man.
I may be looking for another car as well. Actually, I want a truck.
Uh-huh.
If somebody has like a Toyota or a Nissan truck that's 4-wheel drive in decent shape and wants to sell it or something, give us a call here, and maybe I'll take a look at it. Anyway, let's go on with the rock and roll agenda here. Now, what have you got for some of our fans here to listen to?
Well, you know, the Rolling Stones have really been, they got their 2 concerts in O2 Arena in London, and they've had a number of guests come on with them. The last one was October 30th. It was Friday, and they made a video of that show at the O2 Arena. Eric Clapton joined the Rolling Stones that Thursday night. I take that back. It's 11:29 to Thursday night, and then the video was made on the next day. And that again, it's second presentation at the second concert for the Rolling Stones for their 50th anniversary. And so it's been a really big thing, and Eric jammed with the Stones on a Muddy Waters classic, Champagne and Reefer. And the Thursday set list.
Did you say Reefer over the airwaves?
Yes, that's what it says. Champagne and Reefer. I mean, they got into that somehow.
Are you referring to something, or are you just talking about
yeah. Well, actually, I'm reading, copy from the Rolling Stone music section of the magazine, and it's taken almost word for word from it. So that title is Word for Word. It's not my song. Muddy Waters did it. So again, they wanted to kick that in there. Eric and Keith Richards probably got into that, and Ron Wood, the guitar players, really dug it. And, of course, they made a DVD out of that. It's on sale right now as we speak. A lot is going on end of the November, from like November 29th on into December. And don't forget that big concert 12-12-12 in December is coming up, and that's got some huge mega stars. The Big Sandy benefit concert for the hurricane victims and the damage up there, Madison Square Gardens, featuring Bruce Springsteen on the E Street Band.
We got a caller.
Caller in. Good.
All right, caller, you're on the air. We're on the Rockit Man Show.
Hey, Roger.
Yes.
How you doing, Eric Anderson?
Hey, Eric, how you doing there? Hey,
Terrific,
we get to have you on the show anyway.
I know, right? I got your message, and I wanted to see. I was a little busy. I wish I could have came down today, but
yeah, I was hoping Billy and you could come down. But listen, that's all right. You can at least talk to us for a while if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. So what's going on, Eric?
What's going? You know what? We got all kinds of things going on, Raj.
Yeah, well, we got a Christmas party going on at the Zone on the 15th. If you want to come to that.
Oh, do you really?
Yes, we do.
Oh, terrific!
Yeah,
I might have to. I might have to make that.
Oh well, we'd all love to see you there, man. So, what's your subject today?
Well, you guys are talking about music, and we got a lot of stuff happening locally. I'd like to just bring up to your listeners.
Okay, well, go ahead. We'd love to hear it.
Well, I tell you what, one thing that I know that you're very familiar with is our jam that we have every Wednesday night.
Yes, at the Boulevard Lounge in Newport Richey on Grand
sir.
Boulevard.
Boulevard, downtown Newport Richey, every Wednesday night. We're running. Right now we call it Eric Anderson's Jam Sandwich, and it actually consists of myself, T. Valdez, and Billy Eisner. Who you know.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And we've been running this jam for probably about 15 months, but it is the longest running jam in Pasco County.
Yeah, I've been going to it since 1999, and it was doing fine then.
And it's still going strong, and it's fantastic. And also, we want to make mention, too, that, Cocktails right across the street has a jam as well with Mark Allen and Roberto and Warren and, those guys as well. And so we kind of have a little music mecca going on downtown. We have musicians coming over and jamming with us, as you do. And hopefully we'll see you again this Wednesday. You coming down or what?
Yeah, I'm going to be there up there this Wednesday. I always love it when we get up there and play. You know what my favorite song is?
Yeah, I sure do.
The one you sing.
Yeah. So we have a lot of fun with that, and if you got any local musicians that are listening right now, please feel free to come on down. Always looking for some new talent, and it's a lot of fun because you can jam with us, you jam across the street, and it's a blast.
Yeah.
And Roger knows firsthand.
Oh yeah, definitely. I always have a great time over there. When we did our last song, we had the biggest applause, and it was funny when I got up there. There was hardly anybody in the bar, but towards the end of our set, it was like almost packed. Yeah.
Wednesday nights do really well over there, and when you got some good playing going on, and people want to stick around and listen and drink.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. It's nice to have everybody here to listen to us. You're actually getting out to everybody all over the world right now.
Well, if anybody out there is in Newport Richey, if you're visiting from wherever you are or living in the area and you want to do some playing, feel free to come on down. We do it every Wednesday, starting around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we play till pretty much whenever. Actually, more happenings. This is actually a big announcement that we have going on. We are opening up. The Eric Anderson Band is opening up for Pat Travers this Friday night.
Okay, that's going to be over at the Cocktails, right?
Yeah, Pat's back again. He was around this time last year, and it was a huge success. And we have the opportunity to open up for him. We're very excited about that. Pat's a great guy, great musician, and we're just really looking forward to that. Very psyched. That's going to be the three-piece as well with me and Monty and Billy.
Is there a cover charge for that show?
There is. Tickets are available. I think at Cocktails, I believe they're $20 and $25 the day of the show.
Wow.
And you can go to brownpapertickets.com, I believe, to get tickets to the show in advance.
Brown Paper Tickets. I've never heard of that site before.
Well, there's a link for it. If anyone is interested in getting some tickets, check out my page. I got a facebook.com/The Eric Anderson Band, and you'll see links and flyers for that event as well. And you can just go right to the link, and it'll take you to the ticket site.
Yeah, awesome, Eric, man. You know, Newport Richey is really a happening town. Like I was thinking about calling it like a music city of Pasco County, you know. And there's a lot of musicians in Pasco, you know. You could even say Tampa Bay, music town of Tampa Bay. Newport Richey's got a lot going on. Don't forget Bourbon Street on Wednesday and Thursday as well.
They should have their Christmas parade this weekend, I think, don't they?
There's a lot of the boat parade was this past Saturday. This coming Saturday is the Christmas street parade. And that's always a great time, always a big turnout.
You know,
Bourbon Street has a jam. That's right, over on Wednesday with the Bearded Brothers, I believe, are running that, right?
Yeah,
I
had them on my show a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you now?
Yes, I did.
Excellent.
You know that I had the idea of pulling a trailer behind me on the during the Christmas parade and having a band going on.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, if I could get somebody that wants to do that, I'll be more than happy to do it. I'll even have the PA with it too.
Well, I tell you, Raj, I'd love to do that, but unfortunately, fortunately for us, we actually have a gig on Saturday.
Well, that's all right. It's better to get paid than seen, I guess.
You know, man.
Billy and I are doing a new acoustic thing that we're doing, an acoustic duo up at a place called the Villas Pub, and that's up in Hudson.
Wow, Hudson.
And, all the way up in Hudson, right?
Yeah.
But it's a great new spot. They've been open about 3 weeks. It's really nice. It's gaining popularity fast and furiously. So another place I recommend coming out. We actually appeared there this past Saturday. Had such a great response. They wanted us back. So hey, we're gonna have some fun with that as well.
Cool. Now I've got some openings during this month. Sometime I don't know if you'd be up for it. You're like the 17th and the 24th and the 31st. But you probably have a gig on the 31st being New Year's.
Yes, I do. We're going to be playing over cocktails as well that night.
I'll be also hiring myself out as a DJ from 150 for 3 hours to 200 for 4 hours, and I'd bring my own equipment. If anybody would be interested in that, give us a call at the radio show, 727-597-4022. I do all the parties around the Tampa Bay area. Anyway, we've got some openings up during that time. If you think you want to get your band into this.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll have to check the schedule, see what the guys' availabilities are, and I'll have to get back to you.
Okay, yeah. Let's hope there's no controversy between the two bands. You know, you got Billy's got two different bands at least. So between you and his other band, Protocol.
Oh, Protocol, yeah, another great band. If anybody out there is listening in the area, definitely a great band to check out. Absolutely.
Oh, definitely, because Billy's in it. Billy is an excellent drummer. You know, he's probably one of the best around the area there. So
he really is, and he's a really good guitar player as well.
Oh yeah, he's an excellent player all around. You know, he's a little bit like me. I play a lot of different instruments myself. I like to get up on stage and play some keyboards, but there's not too many people that know the songs that I do on keys.
Right.
You know, like Rush, Van Halen, Doors, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Some of that stuff, it's kind of hard to kind of jump in and just do it. But, you know, it's, jam night, we give it a try.
Yeah, we'd definitely give it a try at the Boulevard Lounge. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, every Wednesday night. Yeah.
Actually, we got another gig. I'm doing a drum gig as well. I'm filling in, I'll be playing with Circle Sky. Actually, with Mark Allen, Circle Sky, and that's going to be at the Boulevard Lounge on the 28th and 29th. They always do a double header there on the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, at the end of the month. The little pre-New Year's gig.
Cool. You got your own drum set?
I do.
I do too. I've got everything set up in my house. I've got a whole studio right inside my house.
Right on.
Oh yeah, I love it. Now, music is my life. Yeah, it's like a song I wrote. Music is my wife. I'm going to play her all my life. That's part of the lyrics of one of my songs.
You know, man.
Nice. Well, we'll get the changes. We'll play it down at Boulevard Lounge.
Hey,
Right,
that sounds good. I'll just have to put it on my MP3.
Okay, man. We got a lot going on. It's like a full boat, huh? We got David J. Rock today on Sunday. We got the Rockit Man on Monday. We got Jack's Joint, Wendy LaForce over there. Nice, really great jam. And then we've got Bourbon Street Boulevard Cocktails Wednesday and Thursday. Friday we got gig night, and then Saturday another gig night, and then back to the circle again with the radio shows and the jam sessions. So it's a happening place here in Tampa Bay, and of course Newport Richie's really got a lot of it going on. I'll tell you, it's a nice little town, a lot of good music, a lot of musicians there.
Oh yeah, Pasco County is another hub of music here. So we always try to get everybody that can play anything reasonably well up on stage and just play along with us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, reasonably well. I like that.
Yeah, reasonably well. Yeah.
Well, Matt and Erica
I
wanted.
hope so.
Yeah, they wanted Matt and Erica from last week. They wanted to be on your float, right, Rockit Man?
Oh yeah, they wanted to be on my float, but they never called me back.
Oh yeah, we'll probably get around to it. I tried to, I had other things going on Saturday night. I wanted to meet up with them over at the Long Bar, but I couldn't make it there that night. But this Saturday I'm gonna try to make it.
Well, Matt and Erica, if you're out there and you're listening, and give me a call if you still want to do that. Otherwise, the time is slipping by. So we gotta get somebody that wants to go on the what I'm making into a float for the parade. So what kind of ideas do you have, Eric?
What kind of ideas I have of what?
Whatever, baby. Rockit Man, man. We're out.
How you promote yourself for a gig or something?
You know what? It's Facebook City, man.
Facebook City seems to be the way.
City. I hammer people on that, and it's very effective.
MySpace used to be the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah, man.
Now nobody even mentions it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Last time I went on,
I got a page. Haven't looked at it in a while.
last time I went on MySpace, I got buku viruses. I could not. That's the last time I'll ever go to MySpace. Too many viruses.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, too many viruses.
Yeah, I got a Twitter account, and that is pretty much it's so global. I mean, you can there's celebrities you follow, or if you want to. I don't follow a whole lot of celebrities, but Britney Spears had a picture of her holding a dog, but she was so awesome in that picture. I had to say, "Wow!" Get a conversation going, so to speak. But you know how that is. And Facebook is so local; it's so personable, and it's a great venue for networking. Sure, I know I've gotten in like 3 or 4 bands, but again, you get a lot of other ones. If they don't know you personally, it's kind of up and down, and that means a lot of times they'll cancel at the end.
Right. But I find it pretty interesting. You friend some folks, and you run into people, and you tell them, "Oh yeah, check out my Facebook page and everything." And then so many people are on it, and Twitter as well too. You have a Twitter account as well, so it's. But,
I've got a Twitter account, but the only time I was ever at it was when I signed on.
Yeah, I know. Mine's a little different. I like news items, man. The news items on Twitter are pretty hot. Especially CNN. You get them right now. Like in the minute, and it can go right to a link, and that'll put you right into the network, and that. So there's advantages in that.
I'm not necessarily all about the social network thing. It's nice that they can see what's going on on the show and everything. Something that they can look to, but, social network, I'd rather meet somebody in person instead of on the computer.
Yeah, well, that's what you do,
It's just a great way to get information out there quickly, and it's free. It's a free medium.
You get their name and say, let's make friends on, as long as you meet them. I find that to be the most powerful in the networking system,
Well, it's free for now, but Do you remember when they it first came out on Wall Street for Facebook? It took a dramatic drop in revenue because it was like a pig in the poke, as they used to say.
Right.
Yeah, I know that's an old saying, but it's pretty much true. You're getting something of intangible product. You're trying to get a tangible but intangible product. So
Right.
yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right. We just lost our screen.
It's kind of like structure without structure, you know.
What did happen to our screen?
Well, you're screening
Yeah.
now. I could see you.
You know it, man.
Hey, why you guys wave? I could see you.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, what's happening? All right. This is the Rockit Man Show. If you're listening, give us a call at 727-597-4022 for your comments and questions. We have Eric Anderson with the Eric Anderson Band. If you have any comments and questions for him, just give us a call or something. Anyway, do you have any plans for next year's in music? Do you have any plans?
Well, right now we're carrying on with the band. We actually had a special guest, John Zahner. I know if you're familiar with John. He used to play with Circle Sky and
Yeah, the
other
keyboardist
groups as well. I think he plays with the Phoenix, and he's in a bunch of other projects. Fantastic musician, fantastic keyboard player.
I think he used to play with what is the name of that band? They did that song Gutter Ballet. I forget the name of the band. So quick like that.
Yeah, he's in a lot of projects. I can't remember them all.
Uh,
But he just recently played too, and he had a gig over at Cocktails, and that went over really well.
Mhm.
And yeah, if you haven't heard this guy play out there, guys, he's absolutely phenomenal. And he played with us over at a gig we had at Seaside. They were bringing back Rock and Roll Sundays, I guess, and because they were doing the acoustic thing, they wanted to kind of get away from that and bring back electric music. And so we rocked the house a couple of Sundays ago. Had a great time. Brought John up with us, and it was just a great fit. So I think we're gonna be doing. We're gonna see more of him in the future. And
yeah, he played with Sabotage. That's the band I was thinking of.
oh, okay, yeah, he was just involved with some Queensryche thing too recently.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Europe, and he's all over the place. So it's yeah, great guy, great musician. Looking forward to doing some more work with him for sure.
Nice person too. Yeah, he was very personable.
I don't know if you guys knew about yesterday's event. You know, up at Bourbon Street, we had the Gimme Shelter event.
Cool.
Did you guys know about that? That was
I never knew about that one.
Yeah, it was a benefit raising money for Hurricane Sandy victims.
Wow.
And,
Oh, that's very
that was something
nice.
that Mark had put together, and we had about 8 bands all day, Bourbon Street, starting like 1 o'clock till closing, and it was just great. I mean, they had we had Wendy LaForce played, my band played, Sean Page played, Circle Sky played, another band, Cross-Eyed Larry. I don't know if you're familiar with those guys. Another great classic rock band. Toxic Love. The Boulevard Boys actually played. They finally got out there and rocked out. So it was really a great time.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I hope that everybody up north is actually really recovering from all of this. They say that this hurricane was the biggest hurricane ever. It wasn't the most powerful, but it was the biggest. It had something like 1,000-mile range or so.
It was a huge storm, and
yeah.
and people I knew that lived on the South Shore of Long Island had suffered some damage, and it was not a good thing. So, but it was really great to be part of that event because we did raise, I think it was over $1,000 through auctions and donations and such. And every little bit counts. You can really make that money go a long way. When it's in the right hands, so it's
such a creative title for a benefit on a tragedy or a disaster like the Hurricane Sandy. Give me shelter. Number one, give me shelter. Yeah, people lost a lot of homes. And number two, Stones are really big now. 50th anniversary. They're moving around. They're coming to America now.
Absolutely.
And That was very great.
I saw some of that footage you were mentioning earlier. Absolutely fantastic. We had Bill Wyman came back with them, and Mick Taylor came out and did. What did he do?
That was their first show. Yeah, Mick Taylor had second London show. It was the first appearance with the band in more than 20 years.
Yeah, great to see them again.
There's
really
another band that's coming out of hiatus. Almost everybody thought was permanent. Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This next year they're going to be touring with Jason Bonham.
Letterman tonight. Led Zeppelin's going to be on David Letterman's show, but they don't know if they're going to perform or not. But at least they'll get an interview. So we'll have to see about that later on tonight, huh?
Wow,
Yeah.
that will be something.
Yeah.
I've seen that configuration actually, and it was pretty damn good.
I can predict that their shows are going to sell out everywhere they go. They'll be millionaires every time they do a show.
Well, you know, that Celebration Day DVD, I do believe is out now.
Which
It's
Celebration
from
Day?
the London concert.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and Jimmy Page is on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, December 6th issue. That's 1171. Right now, as we speak, he looks back into time and that, and how the band was back in 68, 69, and then through the years before John Bonham passed away and the band broke up. So, there's a lot of intense moments there with those major performers that are so concerto. I mean, they're like a maestros on each of the instrument in the band.
Well, John's son has taken his place, Jason. So that should be an excellent thing. Right now, he's touring with Foreigner. So,
Is he really?
yes, he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I remember he used to be in a band years ago called Virginia Wolf. You remember those guys?
I think I may have heard something like that. I remember him being in a band of his own called Bonham.
Yeah, I think that was afterward.
Yeah, that's probably afterwards, I would say.
And he was doing a lot of opening spots and such. I think he's actually opening up for like Robert Plant, like back in like the late '80s.
How old are some of these people? Do you have any idea? Oh, we have another caller coming in. Oh, we can link both of them? Good. Hey, caller, you're on the Rockit Man Show. Hello? ¿Cómo está usted? Eins, drei, vier. Parlez-vous français? Well, you gotta humor them, whether they call in or not. We still have Eric here, though.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you're watching too, so you can. You're actually Eric. You're actually like a co-host right now.
Yeah.
Really? You're more. You're longer. You're on here longer than most callers, so you're our co-host right now. So we're looking upon you to entertain us as well as our audience and yours. So let your audience know where you're going to be at for the rest of the month. Well,
I'm telling you, we got our jam that happens every week at the Boulevard Lounge in downtown Newport Richey. And that's the longest running jam at Pasco, like we said, and that's going to be this Wednesday and every Wednesday, starting around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So all musicians are welcome. And this Friday night, opening up for the one and only rock legend Pat Travers over at Cocktails in downtown Newport Richey, which happens to be right across the street from the Boulevard Lounge.
Now, Pat Travers is he like a one-hit wonder or what?
He's had several hits from back in the day.
What day was that?
Yeah. He's late 70s, early 80s.
Okay. Can you recall the songs that he did?
Actually, one of my favorites that he does is a song called "Crash and Burn," which was a great number.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to. I'm sure he'll be playing that. I'm looking forward to hearing that. He better play it. I'll tell him to play it. Listen, Pat, you better play this, all right? Or else.
Special request from the opening band.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
Oh, gosh. What else did he had? Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights. If you're familiar with that one, that was a pretty popular song. It was an earlier hit, and also what was the other one? Snorting whiskey and drinking cocaine. You allowed to say that on the air?
Yeah, you can say anything.
Hey, that's as bad as champagne and reefer back there, man.
I know, right?
You can pretty much say anything you want, except for something racial or actually, I don't like to cuss on the airwaves because some children could be hearing.
That's right. We want to keep it legit over here.
Yeah, well, we want to keep it clean anyway. Legitimate, we are clean most 99% of the time. Till I get on a rant or something like what I was doing earlier about the microchip implants that are part of Obamacare. They're saying that that you in order for you to get medical care, you have to have this chip implanted into your hand, which
really?
is it's already being implemented in several states. One of my friends in North Carolina said that the doctor wouldn't see her because she didn't have an implant.
That's amazing.
A chip implant. In Ohio, it's on the news.
Well, if they don't swab you with alcohol first, you can get a nasty infection.
There's a lot of different things about this that I've gotten information about. This is called the VeriChip, and it's made out here in Florida.
Really?
Yes, it's made here in Florida. I think it's Palm Beach, something about where it's at. But it also says that it can cause cancer.
Great.
Yeah, and eventually, what they're going
it could possibly interfere with your wireless as well.
Yeah, because it's being monitored by the satellite through GPS. It has GPS capabilities, yet it's smaller than your fingernail. So I'm not if not for even basic human rights, I just don't think that anybody should be forced into something like this. Eventually, they're going to make it so that you have to have this chip to buy food or anything, and the government is really going to push for this.
It's gonna, I'm just not to get it in a political edge here, but it's
okay.
I just don't really see this getting too much further. I don't know. It's gonna meet a lot of opposition.
It will meet a lot of opposition. I think it'll eventually make it so that there will be a revolution in this country once more. We'll be back into civil war. So we really don't want to do this, but politicians, they don't give a damn. As long as they get their monetary satisfaction, they don't care. And I know this for a fact on some things because some of my relatives used to be politicians, such as Robert Byrd of West Virginia, the senator. He was a senator for about 40 years till he died, which was like last year, actually.
Wow. Yeah, very famous senator for sure. Very distinguished gentleman.
Some of my relatives go back as far as Thomas Jefferson. So there's a lot of. I've been asked why I never went into politics. Is because I just don't like the way they do things. From what everybody says, they're mostly crooked. They've got their hands in somebody's pockets. So that's my view. What do you say to you?
What do I say? Well, I say that we're jamming on Wednesday night.
Let's rock!
Hey man, it sounds like a good day in hell to me, man. Right here, a good day in hell. An old Eagles song. A little bit. A little bit of jam here. That euthanasia stuff and that chip, that don't make it, man.
Okay, we got David J on the acoustic.
Moving, can't you see she wants you? Yeah, she has you deep in her eyes. You've been wondering why she haunts you. Beauty in the devil's disguise. She can tell you all about it Yeah, she sees it in the stars. She'll burn you if you try to put her down. Oh well, it's been a good day in hell, and tomorrow I'll be glory bound. Her, she can keep you loaded, feeding your whiskey and wine. Fire, the devil's on the phone, yeah, he laughs and says you're doing fine in that big book of names. Yeah, I wanna go down in flames, seeing how I'm going down. Oh well, it's been a good day in hell, and tomorrow I'll be glory bound.
Just goes to voicemail.
Little bit of good day in hell here. Look at that euthanasia.
No, I'm actually broadcasting right now. So
Yeah, trucking. It's all I've been doing. Every girl's a fork in the road. Stuck in some sticky situation, feeling like I wanna explode. All this gratification and sick conversation. Hey, someone get me out of this town. Yeah. Oh well, it's been a good day in hell, and tomorrow I'll be glory bound. Yeah, take it away, Rockit Man.
All right,
Yeah.
This is the Rockit Man Show, and we're ready to rock on all day. But we only have about 20 minutes left. And so,
Hopefully we can make it a little bit better in a good day in hell.
oh, we have another caller calling
Yeah.
in. Let's see if we can get them in here. Go ahead, caller. You're on the Rockit Man Show. Hey, ¿cómo está? No, ¿cómo está? Caller, try again. Try again. We're trying to get that caller in here. The engineer is working on it right now, so we're hoping that we'll get some more callers calling in. They're saying that it's going to directly to voicemail. So I didn't even know they had
Stored
voicemail
up
for
there,
this.
man. That's really unique, man. We're getting all this euthanasia. We're getting the chips in the skin. We're getting the voicemail, man. We don't know what's going on out. Yeah, it's all keep it secret, man. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Raj, what do you think? Am I clogging up the line over here?
You
or
know
what?
it, man. You know
No,
it. It's
no, no.
How
fiber
many
optic.
lines you guys got over there? Like two?
A whole
It's
bunch.
wild over here, man.
Okay, caller, call in. What's up?
Hey, Ron. Hey, this is Ray. I was calling from Pennsylvania. Actually, I was listening to your show, and I just want to see what's going on.
Hey, Ray, how you doing in PA? Hey, well,
I'm
hearing
doing real
everybody
good,
all the
man.
way from
Doing real
Pennsylvania. So, what's going on, Ray? Can you get us on your computer?
No, actually, the computer's got I don't know. It's got something. It won't get me into your show.
I don't understand that. What is it? What's coming up on it?
I don't know. I can't get into it.
Okay.
Where about
But
you at
I figured I'd call down to the show and see what's
Yeah.
going on. Maybe you can let me know, and I might have some words for you. And
Well,
Dynamite, man.
you're right on the show right now, man. Yeah, what have you got to say to our audience?
just beware December 21st.
Be
Things
square.
are coming up next year.
Yeah, no, December 21st of this year, you mean, right?
We ain't got through 12 yet, man.
Yeah, well, December 21st is supposed to be the planetary alignment.
Wow.
That may cause a lot of destruction around the Earth. So those who would like to survive this, get away from the coastline.
No, man.
There might be.
Yeah, pretty much. Laws of gravity don't change, laws of physics don't change, but they still don't know how much the destruction is going to be. But still, like you said, the laws of gravity don't change, the laws of physics don't change. It'll have a profound effect on the gravitational pull of the Earth. So there will be some volcanoes going off. There's going to be some the earthquakes. There's going to be some tidal floods. So get away from the coastlines and try to move inland. Mountains are your best bet.
Yeah, head for them hills. All right. Take a vacation from the Mr. Destruction.
Ride the tide, baby. Get that surfboard out.
Oh,
Get that 50-foot waving. Right up to the top.
What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, may might be destruction of the whole country, but really coastlands. Maybe some of the volcanoes.
So, yeah, everybody. There's a lot of things written about this. The Mayans already had their idea of it, and you can find some predictions done in the Bible as well. So, if you
pretty much, it sounds like the global scientists of today's world, they're saying about the same things that what the book is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you match it up. The book was written about 2,000 years ago, and the scientists are doing the research today, and they're going, well, hey, this can happen, that can happen, and it sounds just like the same things that are in the book. Coincidence? Who knows?
Well, for those who don't know, that the satellites have been repositioned for the last couple of years. That has never happened, ever.
That's true. That's true, because they think the days are getting shorter. So, but the nanosecond clock that is on the satellites, same as what the government keeps at all times, that is never changing. It always keeps the same time. And they notice as the days are getting longer and the days are getting shorter, that there's something going on with the time.
If you'll notice that the weather this year, it was very different because it was very hot in places that's supposed to be cool and where it was very hot. So
yeah, exactly. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and it was for the next couple of days. It's going to be 66 degrees here in PA in December, when its normal temperature is supposed to be around 30, 32.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be very, very quite warm here.
So we might expect Alaska to be getting summer weather when they should get winter weather.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, the places that are cold are going to get hot weather, and places normally hot get cold weather. It's like Florida getting 18-degree weather last year during January. And the global effect has definitely taken place. We've experienced it, and we've seen like the summer times being extreme hot, and then all of a sudden all the moisture gathering in the air, it's giving torrential downpours and massive flooding from the torrential downpours. So things are getting a little bit worse. We're seeing 500-year storms, at least 4 times a decade, and it's getting drastically worse.
Yeah, we need a little bit of blue cheer out there, don't we, before the end of the year, huh? There's none of that good day in hell. We need that blue cheer, that the water, get it nice and crystal, man.
Well, you know that everybody wants to ignore the signs of the times, but because
life is good, life is happy. They don't want anything to fuck that up.
They don't want to look at.
But still, I mean, there are things that are going to screw it up. And you take a look around you. You look at the weather patterns. You look at the global patterns. You look at all the volcanoes that have gone off the past years. Any person that knows anything about physics or geology or anything like that can automatically realize that when the planets do align, it has a profound effect on our gravitational pull, and it's going to do some damage to certain places. So if we all have the attitude of eat, drink, and be merry, and for tomorrow we die, hey, that's great. Nothing's going to happen. But for those of us who like to look ahead for our lives and like to plan ahead, it's something to take in consideration.
Yes, all of you who want to prepare for the future, stock up on at least 6 months worth of food in your house, mostly canned goods. See, mostly your canned goods, according to statistics, are supposed to last up to 100 years in a can, despite the fact that they have a date on them, they just want you to buy more because and throw that other stuff out when it's still good.
Not necessarily. They do last a long time, and it would be wise to stock up on canned goods because it is some kind of protein, it is some kind of nutrition for your body, and it will help you. It will help you fight for the better times when the grocery stores are closed down and you can't find food anywhere except to go out in the woods and shoot it. Not everybody has guns nowadays. 90% of us rely on the grocery store.
Right, but well, there's been a big thing about buying guns this year. A lot of people are buying a lot of guns now, and they're all being registered as gun openers, gun owners, and stuff like that. So
yes, and it'll be a shock and surprise to the rest of the people who just go to work every day to realize how many doctors and attorneys and the most educated of society has already bought property in remote areas of the country and has stocked up on a bunch of food already and is in preparation for this event.
All right.
And
yeah, we're going to be talking about this some more during the next week. We've got a couple of minutes left in here. Eric, are you still there?
Yeah.
All right. What have you got to say, Eric? On the content of today.
The content of today, that's everybody just hope and pray everything works out in the future for all of us.
Yeah, we hope that things are going to work out and everything.
Well, there's been a lot of major destruction that Mother Nature utilizes to balance the world. Like with the dinosaurs. It goes back in time. So who's to say? Really, an alignment, a physical, an astronomical occurrence. It's out of people's hands.
Right.
So. I mean,
yeah,
I would not
it's pretty far-fetched. All we can hope for is just the best and try to prepare for it as best we can. And hopefully we keep most of our family members along with us as we do that.
I have a song written about these events, and it kind of sounds like a band called something that Sabotage would do, a band like that. So it's also my award-winning song in lyrics. I won an award for writing some lyrics.
Oh wow! Yeah,
so, which was really nice honor for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be featuring that before the end of the month. So if everybody who's wanting to listen to something new, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is the Rockit Man Show, and we're happy to have Eric and Ray as our phone-in guests today. So. We're about to conclude our show here, so we wanted to say, hey, everybody, what else you got to say there, David J?
Well, there's a lot of somber comments tonight, and, we need to take this very seriously and really be prepared, and ask ourselves, do we know where we're going to go after we die, after our physical body dies? So, it's stuff to think about. Just like I talk to the kids about, if you're on Santa's knee, what are you going to ask Santa for? Think about it,
I'm gonna be like Miss America. World peace. The world will never be at peace until God's 1,000-year reign.
Yeah, well.
What I gotta say is Jesus rocks. Okay, this is the Rockit Man Show. I want to say thank you to Enclo Chiropractic for doing some things for me. So this is the Rockit Man Show. We want to thank our guests for coming on this evening, and we want to say, hey,
it's good to be there.
Yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
What was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fun show from rockslamradio.com. Yeah.